Yorkshire Teas here. We've got a great rehousing video today. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Right, so we've got a double bill today in terms of rehousing. So, we've got this one, which is having an Acanthoscoria geniculata. And we've got this one, which is having a Psalmopoeus armenia in it, a Venezuelan sun tiger and Brazilian white knee, not Mexican white knee, in these two. Yeah, I am actually going to replace this, don't worry, so I'm not having the mesh on top. I am having mesh on top of this one because I've never seen my A geniculata actually sort of climb the sides. And I don't think there's any risk of it in a new enclosure, but obviously if I do notice her climbing up in any respect, then we shall change that round. Okay, so for substrate I've got this no additives multi-purpose compost, because I'm going to put some plants in here, but I've made sure there's no pesticides or anything in here that could potentially detriment the spiders. So right, I'm going to cut back to you in a second with the materials. Right, here we go. I've got the stuff that I'm going to use for this. For some reason my camera will not focus. There we go. I've got a spider plant and then these two succulents that I'm gonna fiddle around with it. I've got this, which is rosewood, I think, or something like that, which is for an aquarium, but it is sterile and stuff, so it should be good. And here is the sun tiger's enclosure, which I'm actually going to use to make a lid for its new enclosure, which should be interesting because I don't know how that's going to work yet, given that it's in there at the minute and it's going to be in there without a lid. So yeah, I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but yeah, I'm going to cut to actually cupping them both now. Right, so here we are in my bathroom because I'm not getting this sun tiger out anywhere else. It's just too fast and a little bit evil for that. So this is going to be the view. It's probably going to be not ideal, but yeah, I've separated this already and I'm trying to see if I can get it out. Yeah, so I'm actually going to reuse this bit of cork bark, but we shall see in the future. Right, how bolty are we? Very, I think, is the answer. Yeah, this one is quite large. So there we are. Don't know if you can see that. I think you can. But yeah, there's a nice view there. Yeah, I'm somewhat worried about this one because it's horrible, essentially. But it shouldn't be too bad. I'm wondering if I could just, I don't know what I've done with the cup. Here is the cup, whether I could just get it all in one movement. But I don't really have the the right sort of angle for that. See if I can. It's gone back into the burrow. Just what I didn't want to happen. Yeah, right. So I'll rest that on there. I wonder if that would work like that. There, maybe. Right, so I have got it in the cup. Yeah. Just see if I can. Yeah, it does not want to get out of the web though, which is an issue. Yeah, I just don't want to pinch its abdomen because I know that it's a little bit bigger than this cup. There we are. Cool. Right, I'm actually going to move this around here. I believe you can still see. There, it is actually all in the cup. But I'm going to just try and bring it out the web like this without wrecking everything. Yeah, this is a really strange angle to do this. I really do not want it to bite me. Because as you know, this species doesn't have urticating hairs, and it's renowned for being quite bolty and aggressive. Okay, so there it is. Right there. So I've cooked it now. Alright, there we are. Right, that would be really nice. And there we are, a cooked sun tiger. I didn't open the box. Right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, that took a little while, but I had cooked it. Yeah, I didn't actually take the lid off the box, which was a slight shortcoming on my behalf. I didn't really think about it. Here we are though. I don't know if it's going to bolt if I do this though. I could just leave it in there, to be honest, with this in. Yeah, I'm just going to do that, to be honest. Much more simple than actually worrying about it bolting and escaping while I do anything. So yeah, let's move on. Here we are. So it's just cooked in the corner. I'm not actually going to do the white knee because she's really chill, and I'll just be able to, I won't pick her up because obviously they're quite bolty, but I can just easily transfer her in my room without having to deal with any extras steps like the bath or whatever. So yeah, I put the centerpiece there into here. I'm not really sure what else I'm going to put in there. Yeah, I do quite like this. It seems a little bit lacking, but I'm thinking I might get some vines or something to go in and around this setup. Yeah, this plant is going to go in there though, down the side here, so that should be cool. So I'll just set this tripod up. Right, tripod set up, and it's only a little plant actually, but it's really nice actually. It should grow out as well, but I think I'll put it here so then it won't get all webbed up and ruined. Yeah, just I'll break the roots up a tad because I'm gonna need to. Yeah, there we go. I like that. It's a little bit, I mean, this is just general purpose soil, so you know, and these are succulents, so I'm hoping that they won't die. But there's that. I'm also thinking that one of these spider plants can go in, just a small one. If you remember, I actually used these on my hissing cockroaches too, so I really like these. So right, I'm going to pull this one off the bunch because these are actually really cool. Get the roots, there we are, and I'm thinking maybe we'll put this at the front to grow that way. Yeah, right, I like that. It's actually quite large, but it should just stay as is, and I'll probably trim the leaves, to be honest, to make it fit a little bit better. But I'm hoping that the sun tiger will just go down here. I'm now going to fashion a lid for this enclosure, and I'll do that now. Okay, so we have a rather crudely assembled lid. I've just made this up and it's still got a lot of stuff on it, so I'm obviously going to clean it up a little bit. But it does, and the edge is horrific. However, you can't actually see that when it's in, and it has a little lip to pull it out with. So that works. The spider's actually just in there at the minute. You can't really see. Yeah. I put it in there while I was in the garage just to double make sure, because to be honest I don't fancy a sun tiger running around chasing my cat, so you know, can't be too careful. Yeah, right, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm not actually sure I like this spider plant in here. I think I might actually just leave that there. I might take it out and I'll pop it in there for now, and I think I'm just going to get some moss and some leaves and maybe a bit of sand and just do that up nicely. So I'll be back in a second. Right, we've got some sand in there. Just going to put some sphagnum in right now. Right, this sphagnum is very, very wet. Right, so I'll just pop a bit of it down there. and a little bit there. Oh, there's actually a stick in there. Yeah, the sphagnum actually looks quite dead. And it has a maggot on it, but I think that's a fruit fly maggot. Which will be fine. Yeah, I'll pull that out in a second. But yeah, there's that. I'll pop it down the back there. So we have the sort of clear display area here. And I think it's time to put the spider in. There she is. Right, see if we can get her to go back into the lid. She's very glossy underneath, actually. She's really nice. But I'm just apprehensive about this giant carry because I don't want her to bolt, which is not going to be great because, you know, not much you can really do. I'm actually just going to set my tripod up because I think I might need 2 hands to do this. Okay, right, this is much better. Now I have 2 hands actually. Okay, I'm actually just going to put this bottle in because, you know, I'd rather not spook her. So I'm just going to pop it in there like that. And yeah, so in the meantime, I'm actually going to do the Brazilian white knees thing. And we'll just wait for her to come out of this bottle, go for a little wander about, which should be not too long. Right, time to do the white knee. Right, white knee time. So there she is. She's gigantic. That was actually a hissing cockroach that I fed her earlier on. I wanted to get her nice and full so she didn't think she was being fed when I did this. Yeah, because I use my surplus of hissing cockroaches as prey items because, you know, I don't have any particular... a lot of people do it. Like, I know Petco does it. Dark Den. And yeah, I mean, I don't really feel sorry for them, which sounds bad, but it is true. Right, so I have this giant piece of wood here that you can't actually see because I've put the camera low, but I'm not really sure what to do with it, to be honest. Whether I should dig it under, maybe, like that. I think that works. It's sort of, it provides some sort of tunnel area, if you will, but she doesn't really tunnel anyway. She just sort of sits out and about. So it could be cool to have that. I'll pop that down there because I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, only problem is the dirt goes in all the crevices and you can't get it back out again. Is I think if she's going to have a tunnel, I want it to be down there, so we'll dig that a little bit out. I'm going to put my torch on because it's getting a bit dingy, and pop this around the back. I realise that she probably will dig up at the back, but I thought we'd put the spider plant there, but obviously dug in. So let's do that now. Because, you know, I do love a planted enclosure, who doesn't? And there he goes. I'm just going to tidy that up a bit, hang on. Okay, so I may have forgotten to record while I put the other 2 plants in. I've got these 2, I've just separated this one. And I think I will also put some sand in, because I just really like the way that it sort of makes the soil a little bit more interesting. So we've got that. I'm going to put some leaf litter in actually. Right. Firstly, we'll just put some of these in, the spider plant leaves that have come off. And I'm going to get some leaf litter. So she actually does have some fake leaf litter in there. I'm just going to, because I wanted to reuse this as well, this bark. So I think that what I will do is with 2 hands, or with 1, either or, pop that in, maybe like that sort of thing, and then she can sort of, it gives it a bit more depth, and it's actually cocoa fibre all over it, which looks really strange, but it'll blend in, I'm sure, in the long term. Get all that down there. Yeah, I can just sit with it open because she's really chill, but obviously she definitely needs a new enclosure doing here. Right, put that down there because that plant is not in properly. Right, yeah, this was a bit of a trial trying to hold the tiny little tripod while doing this at the same time. But yeah, so I think I'm going to move her over now and we shall pop her in and see how she likes it. Okay, so I was just about to transfer and saw the sun tiger out, so I thought I'd have a little display. I just love the feet. I love the sort of iridescent look to them. Also, the other side is equally as cool. Yeah, right, so let's get on with this. Okay, so she was being quite aggressive, so I decided to cup her anyway. And the problem being that she doesn't really fit in the cup and she can't hold on very well. So I'm going to have to find something else. Hang on. Okay, so I just picked her up and popped her in. It was a bit of a risk, but worth it, I think. I don't know if I can get her to come out just by... Yeah, well, there she is. Hopefully we'll get her out and you'll see her in her actual full... she's really not happy, so I'm just trying to ease her out a little. There we are. And now she'll just explore a little. I'll just take that off her. And there she is. So she's quite cumbersome just because she's so big. Like, you can see how big she is in comparison. But this is a nice upgrade for her. It means that she's got enough room to wander about and just sort of enjoy her actual environment rather than be trapped in this horrible box, which I can now use for one of my other tarantulas, which suits me just fine. Yeah, so that is pretty much it for this video. We've got a rehoused gigantic tarantula, a rehoused evil tarantula, and yeah, hopefully these guys won't need rehousing again from these enclosures. I'll see how her lid goes and I'll probably update. And I think that the next video I'll do will be a feeding video, which should be fun. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching and I'll see you. Bye bye.